Good morning. I grew up here in Granby, but I went to college in Chicago and I lived there for a few years after school. And every once in a while, I would get a break from school or a break from work, and I'd choose to come home to Connecticut to visit. I'd get on a plane in Chicago, and I'd look out the window as the plane left the city at all the tiny houses below, all the north and south streets running against the east and west streets, making a little grid below the plane. We'd approach the big, tall skyscrapers, and I'd fly right over, and then soon I'd be over Lake Michigan. Bright blue water below me and bright blue sky above me. I'd put my head back, the anticipation of going home growing. And 2 hours later, the plane would begin its descent, and I'd look out the window, and I'd see not big buildings and apartments, but I'd see rolling hills and trees that went for miles and miles, and houses sprinkled here or there, and I'd know, oh, I'm going home. I'd be so excited. I'm going to a place where people know me and love me, even though they know all sorts of stuff about me. And then, after a week of vacation or visit with my family, I'd get back on the plane and I'd head back to Chicago, and I'd have that same kind of anticipation and excitement because I'd be returning to a place that also felt like home. I'd be returning to a place where I knew people who knew me and loved me just for me. So home is a feeling that doesn't necessarily have to be confined to a building that you live in at the time or the place where you grew up. Home is a feeling of being anywhere when you're with people who know you and love you. Have you ever had similar anticipation to that feeling? Maybe it's a drive to your grandma and grandpa's house, a drive up the driveway, and you're so excited to get out and see them. Or maybe it's a walk to your friend's house, and you're so excited to run up and see them and play with them. Or maybe even it's the anticipation of being on the school bus, knowing that you're going to see your very best friend at school. And that best friend knows you for who you are and loves you. It's been a long time since we've all been together in our church home. And I hope that someday soon we'll safely be able to gather. And one Sunday morning, you'll get in your car and you'll drive with your family through town, and you'll turn into the parking lot. Maybe the banners will be flying in the front of the church, or maybe there'll be pumpkins all piled in the front yard. And you'll see people getting out of their cars, and you'll wave to them as you get out of your car and rush inside, that feeling of anticipation growing, of being together in the place we call our church home, a place where we are all known and we are all loved just for who we are. I hope that day can safely come soon. Until then, I miss you, and we'll see you when we can soon.